Hello everyone and welcome back to European Piano Tutorials for Beginners, episode 2. Today we will be learning second part of Beethoven's full release. So I'll play the part we're gonna learn in this episode first, and then we will learn it place by place as we did in the first episode. So we'll be going from the second section, from here. To there. So first, as usual, we will be taking it all place by place, and first learn right hand and start with the first little section. So as we spoke about in the first episode, the easiest thing for our brain is to grasp the small part at once. So we will be doing the first little melody there, B, C, D, E, like that, and play it a few times, starting with finger 2 on B. And play it a few times like that. Until you're familiar with it. Then you go to E, hold the E a bit. Then next section goes from G to F. Then G, F, E, D. Then we go again, few times the second section only. Make sure you prepare the F when you're already playing G, so you don't have to jump to F late. So when you play in G already, your fifth finger is on F. So you go G, F, E, D, and go slowly first, like that, few times until you're used to it. Then we will do first two sections together. Then G, F, E, D, like that. Then again two sections once more. And then do it few times. You can go back in the video and just do it few times until you are fluent with that part. Then next part will be F, E, D, C. Then we go 1 on F and 5 on E. And again, when you play an F, 5 should already be on E. And then you play it a few times until you're fluent with it. Then we will do first three little bits of the melody together. Then next. And then F. Like that. Then again all of it. And one more time. Same, slowly. And then finally the last beat, it's E, D, C and B. So we will play it again like we did with previous ones, and notice how they descend one by one. First it goes G, F, E, D, then F, E, D, C, and then moving one more down, and one note to the left it means, then you go E, D, C and B, and then we go last one, few times like that as well, until you are familiar with that little bit. And then once you're familiar with that last little bit, then we go all of the places together. We go from B again, whole place, then next, holding the notes longer, and then repeat it a few times again until you're very fluent with it. You can go much slower. Hold it. Always remember, prepare your next keys before playing them. And then last beat. There. Then next little section, we have two broken octaves going up. So you go E, E, and then another E, E after the rest. So we go 1 on E, then 5 on E, then 1 on E, then 5 on E high. We go only that. Then little rest, then prepare the next octave, so 1 on E, then 5 on top E, and then play. So make sure you always prepare both fingers when you have broken octaves above the keys. That's very important. So you play 1, 5 on E, then next prepare, then 1, 5 there. And again, 1, 5, and again next higher, 1, 5 like that. Once you've done that, once you are fluent with those broken octaves, then we join them to the whole lot we've started from. Again, holding, then next, and the next, then the broken octaves, and then top double E there, and then do it a few times as well until you are familiar with it. Then after this we will be doing just the next connecting point there with D sharp and E with 2, 3, and then it will go into the similar section as the beginning. Just we repeat D, E, D, E, D, E, or D sharp, E, better say, 3 times instead of 2 times at the very beginning with starting from E. But here we go that D sharp, E, and then D sharp, E, D sharp, E, D sharp, E, and then B, then D, C, A. So then we are back to the first section as we did in the episode 1. So then we do it again. So D sharp, E, and then 3 times D sharp, E again, and then B, D, C, A. And that's where we're going to go up to today. And then after that it repeats exactly the same way as it was in the first part before. So then again the D sharp, E, then 3 times D sharp, E, and then B, D, C, and A at the end. And then we will join it with a little bit more with previous part from broken octaves only. There. Then D sharp, E again. Then 3 times E, D sharp, E, D sharp, E, D sharp, E. And then to the A, where it restarts another repetition of the first part. So then we do it all together with the right hand from there. Then next, like that. Then the octaves. And that's the ending point for the right hand. Now, keep doing it few times until you can repeat it without mistakes. Then it will be your foundational work done for the right hand. You can go a little bit slower, but don't do left hand before you can play it fluently without mistakes like that. Then we will do left hand. So left hand starts off the C and goes C, G, and C. Fingers 5 to 1 there. So we go slowly. Like that, and prepare all 3 fingers above the notes C, G, and C, and then play them one by one like that, and do it all legato. Remember, always loose hands, relax. Go through other videos that I've done before about hands position, so you can see how to play with the right position. Then you play like that, loose. So first C, G, C. You play that a few times until you are comfortable with that, and try to remember it. Like when you learn, and you have to really want to learn and absorb new information. If you just like learning and you're absent-minded, it will take much longer usually. So you have to be really determined and say, I have to do it quick, I have to retain my information, I have to absorb it and remember it as quick as possible. So that's your goal. So then you go again like that. Then next one you go G, G, and B. And here second finger will go to B over the first. We go 5 on G, 1 on G, then 2 on B. We go G, G, then B, like that. So we go G, G, and then second over. So you prepare first the octave G and G, play G, G, then second quickly goes over to the B and plays the B. And then you practice it a few times. G, G, then B with 2, like that. And play it few times until you're fully fluent with that. Then once you're fluent, you go back to C, G, C. Then that G, G, B. Like that. And again, do it few times until you remember the sequence. Then G. And then next one is A, E, A. So we go A, E, A like that. See? And all the fingers above the keys before you play them. So 5 on A, 2 on E, 1 on A on top. So we go like that. And play it a few times as well until you're confident with it. And then all three positions we go C, as we started, then G, and then A. And then again we repeat once more just to make sure it's all confident without mistakes, all prepared in advance, and then A. And then next one is E, E and E, all octaves up, all one octave apart. So we go low E with 5, higher E with 1, and then 2 moves over to the higher note E as well. So it's like E, E and E. So we go, prepare the octave 5 on lower E, then 1 on higher E, and then once you play 1 on higher E, second already flies over there. So it's like a fluent motion going 5, 1, then 2. See, you go, prepare the octave 5, 1, then 2, like that. And play it a few times until you're comfortable. And make sure you don't play 2 before it is prepared above the key. So you go there, prepare, then prepare, make sure it's there, then play it. Never just guess it. You know, you may miss it. I just did it on purpose. But if you go, aiming it and just guessing, you will miss it most of the times if you're just a beginner as well. So you have to always be prepared, even if you're not the beginner. It's always to play, it's always a good idea to always play prepared, because if you're not prepared, you're taking risks. And I always tell the students, look at the keyboard, it's all there, it's not moving. The only thing that can move is either our brains can change and move the fingers away, or the fingers themselves, they can move away and just do wrong key at the wrong time. So that's why if you always prepared, you put your finger 2 on E and you play it, you're never gonna miss. Like if you follow this process to the letter, you will be always accurate. That's the very fundamental concept of piano playing, so you have to follow it, so you go always prepared above your keys with your fingers. So take your time to think extra and make sure you're there with your fingers before playing it. So I'll say it all the time in all the videos, but this is a really important concept to learn as early as possible to play accurately without mistakes. So then we go again, E, E and top E there again, and a few times you do that until you feel it's comfortable moving through those E's. And then after that we go back to the very beginning of our section. We go to C, then G, then A, and then triple E there, and then we do them again, like that. So then after that we go another higher double E. We're going from the E where we stopped on those E's, then we go little rest, and then E, E there, and then D sharp E, and then D sharp E again. So that's the last little section, just the E above the middle C. This is our middle C, so we go E, E there, then little rest, then D sharp E, then D sharp E again. So again E, E, then high D sharp E with 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, 1 again, like that. See, and then we will join it with those triple E's with the broken octave there, with E on top. There, then those E's, you prepare C, then prepare those and wait, you always wait for the next prepare. Then that, then rest, then next one, then again there, then higher, and then next one's like that again, and again, that way. Then, after you're familiar with that, we join the whole lot of our left hand for this little middle section. We go from C again, then from G, 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 B, then A, E, A, and then triple E, and then double E higher, and then D sharp E there. We go there like that. And then it's always a good idea to join the previous section with just the beginning notes of the next section. So I will add those A, E and A notes from the next section, which is the repetition of the very beginning of a release. So then we go back to this. So you know where it connects to next, because if you just stop on last notes of previous section, then you connect, sometimes the mind doesn't go to the next section that easily. So if you stop always on the first notes of the next section, it overlaps it, it makes it easier to like put together the sections in your mind and remember them and associate them together. So you have to do that always. So let's do the whole section one more time. I won't say the notes, so you do it until you get this quality without any mistakes, all fluent. And you go. Then next one. Stop on that A. So that was our left hand. You can go back in this video a little bit, like couple seconds before, to repeat that left. You can follow it on and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until you get that kind of fluency in your left. That's your foundational work for the left hand done. Then we will be joining it with both hands, also by little sections. So we go back to our right from B, and then when we play E, we start left on C together. Like that, and then we just do that many times until we are familiar with this little section. Like that, then again. And again, until you are fluent with this. Then after that we will do the next from G, that G, F, E, D, and join with left hand on G lower. So when we play that last D, we play lower G in left at the same time there, and then do left hand notes while we hold the right hand. See, then we do it again. Like that, and again. And then we go from the very beginning again, both sections together. And again, two sections together. Keep repeating until you know them well. It's like you're going little by little. Go. Again. When you're fluent this way, then you go next from F, E, D, and C. And then on C you add left E, A, E, and A. I mean, so then we go F, E, D, and then A goes with C. Left hand A, I mean, so then you go. Like that, see, that again. Do it a few times. When you're fluent, then you join all three sections together. Then G, in left. There, that way, see, then again until you're fluent. Keep repeating that. Repeating until you get that fluency. Then we go to the E, D, and then C and B. So right there on that, and on last B we have that triple E in left together, starting with the B in right. There, see, then we go again, that only last section there. Like that, and again. And repeat a few times until you're fluent with it. Like that. Then once you're familiar with that, we repeat the whole note from B. There. Then you repeat that beat few times until you're always fluent with it, until you don't make any mistakes. If you have less time to practice, you can do once without mistakes, but best always to do 2 or 3 times without mistakes, then you go next. So after that we have those 2 broken octaves going in right hand, actually 3 there. So right hand goes E, E, then left repeats the same. See here, so you go right E, E, then left E, E, and right goes E, E higher. See how it goes? So right E, E, then left repeats the same, the right moves away to higher note E, E again. See, and again, one more time, so right E, E, left does the same, goes over, and right goes higher E, E, together, like that, see? And then we will join this to our previous section, we go here, and then repeat that few times. Go back in the video and just keep repeating it until you're fluent. You can go a bit slow if you like. Then after that we go to our D sharps and E's at 10. So left hand starts with D sharp E. There 2, 1, right goes 2, 3, same notes, and then left goes same notes again. So you go, see, left on that, then make sure when you play that right, you lift your left after you've played your right, then that, see? It's like legato, left, D sharp E, then when the right plays D sharp, left lifts slightly later. So it's like you hold it, then you play next right D sharp, and left lifts slightly after that, then same D sharp E, then when left plays D sharp again, you slightly later lift your right like that, see? And then you go like that, so left again, then right, so they're connected, not like that. Sometimes people play like that, that's not nice. You have to keep it flowing and, you know, like as if it's one hand playing like this. And to achieve that, you have to go little bit, like lift the previous note little bit later after you've played the next note. So that's like a secret to perfect legato. You do that way always, like that. See, left again, then right, then left. And then right does 3 times D sharp E. And then B, D, C, and on A we play left, as we did in the first episode. That's where our starting point is. And then it repeats like the beginning we did in the previous episode. So now we will do the whole lot together slowly, like that. This section we're learning today. So then you keep on playing it many times until you get that fluid. So you can go much slower, even you can go this tempo once, I'll show you slower. It's fine to go really slow like that. You can wait a bit between them, like if you don't know what to do next, you prepare, then play. Never play until you prepare. You can prepare, wait a bit, it's fine to wait, but to be prepared. Later you will decrease the wait time, but you will always be accurate if you prepare. And then here, then right E, E, left, then right, then left, right, left, then right goes 3 times on that trill. And then I'll play the repetition of the first section as the very starting what we did in the first episode there. Then we go. There. Like that. And that will be the end of this section, okay? So then after you've done this, you will put it all together. Maybe in the next little episode I will show you how to join it together, but you don't have to wait for that. You can just play the whole lot from beginning, learn the first episode that we did last time. In the first section it just goes from the beginning and then goes there, same as we did before. reached for the very first section. Then I'll be covering the more difficult part. That's not for the very beginner, so that will be a bit more tricky. That will be the next episode. So for now, this will be your first goal, to learn the beginning of the release up to this place. There, it's actually published in many simple versions just up to there, so then it's like the most popular tune. Usually people don't know the next, those ones or the next, those, like the end beats, usually people only know for release by that beat, so you only learn that beginning. This will be your first goal. It's a great fun project to start your journey with, learning nice pieces, and you just make sure you always follow the rules. Always learn by small sections, one hand first, do the whole section with one hand, then whole section with another hand, and then you join by little bits, and then you put them back together. It's like you're making beats. You learn one little bit, then next little bit, and you put them together, then next little bit, add again, then next, and add all of them, and go back to the beginning. Like you keep cycling those sections until you join the whole little episode there. So from B to the end where we did today. So yeah, just keep playing it and keep playing it. Don't worry if some things don't come out. Just repeat more times on the places that are more difficult for you. You will find that some sections you remember easier, some sections don't. So you just keep repeating it over and over and over until you're fluent, and come back to it every day. Sometimes when people just start, and it's very difficult for them to grasp things and to learn them, but you have to just know that you will get it if you repeat it enough times. And don't worry if at first it doesn't come out very well. Just do it slowly. You can even first dedicate like whole week of learning only separate hands, and then you join after that if it's difficult to join. But make sure you do something at least, and you repeat something, you move your fingers, you play your piano on a regular basis, then you'll get better gradually and you will master the piece. So I hope you will get it in a short amount of time. Of course, if you practice more, you'll get it sooner, but it's always up to you. But again, as I mentioned in the middle of this video somewhere, you have to have this always like a big willpower and big wish in your heart that you really want to learn it quick. And if you want it badly, like if you say to yourself, like, I really want to learn it, please, like my mind, my heart, my body, help me, like with this kind of attitude. If you come to it with this mind and you're really genuinely interested to learn it quicker, you will eventually learn it quicker. I don't know how it works, but it does work that way. It's like you motivate yourself. You have to drive yourself, not just thinking, maybe I'll try, maybe I'll learn, maybe I don't. That's not gonna work that well. It still will work, but much slower. So put the right mindset, right attitude, and really put the diligence and regularity of your practice in, and you will master it in much shorter time. So I wish you get it as soon as possible, and I wish you enjoy it. This will be all for today's episode, so I hope you liked it. Please practice it like I showed you, then you will master this beat, and it's a beautiful piece to learn. You can always keep it, in your treasure box of your repertoire, and always have fun at your piano when you're playing it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.